Hello everyone and welcome. This is the NerdOnslaught bringing you a different game here, and I will explain why in a moment. We are actually, let me do that. That's kind of weird. But we are going to go ahead and we are going to do Sakura Spirit here. This is basically a visual novel style game. I wanted something that just calmed me down because what happened is I just recorded episode 7 for Axiom Verge. And the recording didn't work. And I spent like 30 minutes basically on one boss trying to beat it. And I beat it. And I got the next item. And I saved because I thought everything was fine. Which means I lost that whole section that I just spent half an hour trying to beat. So I need something to calm me down. And we're going to play a stupid visual novel. And are going to have some fun here. Every person has a dream they wish to pursue. Yet, as people grow up, they often come to realize the truth. Dreams are nothing more than fairy tales. At least that's what most people say. Then, what about those who do end up accomplishing their dreams? Are they merely incredibly lucky? Let's see. It's just dad. Probably not. Every man has a dream he wants to accomplish. Oh, jeez. However, there is something really important you should know, my boy. A real man doesn't give up on his dream, no matter what overwhelming challenges he might have to face. Oh, wait, this is probably the main character, so... What was
I still remember those foolish words my dad used to say, but despite their silly nature, I found myself inspired by them. Ever since I was a young child, I've been interested in martial arts. It didn't matter whether I watched a match on television or read a manga about some heroic martial artist. It has always been my dream to become a martial artist one day. Of course, it was a bit childish of me to think that I could become a hero simply by learning martial arts. Even though I already understood that superheroes were nothing more than figments of my imagination, I still had a desire to use my strength for the sake of others. My name is Gushkin Takehiro, a 17-year-old hero rising judo star. And no, that's not me bragging. I'm actually about to take part in a tournament 2 weeks from now that could make or break my career on an international level. Of course, I was excited about the opportunity to finally accomplish my dreams and represent my country at a sport that I loved, but the same excitement also made me feel incredibly nervous. And while those worrisome thoughts haunted my mind, a familiar voice resounded from outside the window. Oi, Taka-kun! Get your button gear! Okay, it'll be right there, Kiyomi.
Oh, that hurts my jaw. Oh, okay.
Not wanting to keep Kiyomi waiting, I quickly dashed toward the front door to let her in, not even realizing that I was still in my pajamas.
Hold on! Oh no, Robert! Hold on a sec! Oh god, no.
Hold on a second, Kiyomi. Gotta grab my shoes before we head off to school.
Really? I didn't realize your school had a strict uniform and sleepwear policy. Nice jammies, by the way. Did you borrow them from your mom?
For a moment, my eyes drifted downwards, noticing that I was indeed wearing my pajamas. I let out a groan of annoyance and rushed back towards my room. Bah! There's nothing wrong with my jammies. The Golden Knight is a famous comic book hero in the West. Besides, not everyone prefers to sleep naked like you. Mumbling those words, I started stripping out of my clothes, not particularly minding the presence of the girl behind me.
That only happened once. You know very well it was super hot that night, and jeez, warn me before you strip naked in front of me, you idiot.
You didn't seem to mind when we were little. Maybe you want me to turn around instead.
No, stop! Don't make me kick your ass!
I decided I teased her enough and quickly pulled on my pants, proceeding with the remaining few items of clothing before I was suitably dressed for school. Besides, I had a reason for being so distracted.
You've been distracted a lot lately. What's going on in that hollow skull of yours?
It's that upcoming match. I have no idea how anyone can remain calm when international career is at stake. I wouldn't be surprised if I had made up enough doomsday scenarios to fill the apocalypse genre.
Oh, right! The judo thing! I'm sure you'll do fine! I've seen some of your matches and you kick butt! And of course, if you're really worried, you can always pray!
Pray?
What? Don't tell me you don't know! It's one of the school's legends! Apparently there's some shrine out in the forest that if you pray to it, brings you good luck! Ichikawa-san said that his sister prayed to it the night before exam and she got a perfect score!
A shrine that is said to bring you good luck? Sounds like bogus to me, but at this point I'm willing to try anything, I guess. I'll ask Ichikawa-san about the location. I'm not exactly in the mood to get lost in the forest and end up a modern-day Tarzan.
Well, whatever. If you do get good looking, at least send me a message and let me know. Will you hurry up? We're going to be late again!
A hero is never too early, nor are they too late. They arrive precisely when they are needed. But for the sake of avoiding attention, let's hurry.
That's a wizard, not a hero, genius. How can one person be such a sports nerd and such a geek at the same time?
Let's not forget the Casanova and Man of the Year candidate bits. They're important details.
I doubt you'd qualify for either one of them, Pajama Boy. Anyway, let us boldly go where everyone has gone to before.
Oh, no!
Anyway, let us boldly go where everyone has gone to before. To school!
Ah, nerd!
Several hours later. Dot, dot, dot. More dots. A pile of dots!
Later that day, I finally got a chance to talk to my classmate about the location of the shrine that Kiyomi had mentioned earlier. Gym was the last thing on the schedule for today, so once people got ready to go home, I approached the guy. Hey, Ichikawa! Yeah, that said that right. Is it true that your sister discovered some shrine that is said to bring you good luck?
Oh ho, let me guess, you want to date her. Well, even though I do have to admit that she's very attractive, I'm afraid she's already going out with someone. Not to mention, you're not her type.
I already got my hands full dealing with Kiyomi. You can keep your sister to yourself. Joke aside, I'm more interested in that shrine. Did she mention where she found it? I don't know there was anything near the forest aside from the dojo.
Oh, well, she said something about it being near a river, and quite high up. To be honest, I wasn't paying too much attention when she was going on about it. I mean, she was wearing this top, and it was tight, and...
Stop! I seriously don't need to hear the details, and I doubt anyone else is interested. So do you know anyone who might have heard about the shrine?
Are you guys talking about that lucky shrine out the forest?
You one and only. According to Ichikawa's sister, there's supposed to be one near a river.
I don't know about that, but there's this fiery girl at the Sakura dojo who knows more about it. Wait, are you talking about Ariel-sama? About this tall, ridiculously strong, and super scary?
That's the one!
Oh, in that case, I believe I can still be of help, Takahiro-kun. I know where that place is.
Of course you do. We both do. You just want to tag along, don't you? I don't think Arya-senpai will appreciate you visiting her with your usual tricks in mind. Do I need to remind you what happened last time you tried to peek at her after she finished practice? Blood, sweat, and tears.
Shut up! I don't peep on the ladies. That's slander, you know. I should sue you. I would never look upon Arya-sama's glorious body in any state of nudity.
Oh, so you haven't seen her naked yet?
I've seen a bit of side boob, but the hole I found didn't really let me get a good view of.
There we go. Someone call the cops. Ichikawa, the peeping Tom, has confessed. I playfully patted Ichikawa's shoulder as I turned around, grabbing my bag in the process and prepared to leave. Thanks for the tip, Ichikawa. I'll let the judge know you were most helpful during the interrogation.
This is unfair. I was coerced. I wouldn't say another word until I speak with my lawyer.
Thanks, bro.
More dots! Even more dots! All of the dots!
My passion for dots is too great. I'm gonna need so much water after this. Good thing I'm on a liquid diet. Okay.
Once school was over, I decided to take my chances with a little bit of intel I'd managed to obtain from my classmates. If memory served me right, Arya-senpai would be practicing at the dojo today. Of course I knew her. She was a judo student just like myself, but for whatever reason, she's been refusing to compete in any tournament for a while now. Arya-senpai, are you around? I shouted her name as I parked my bike, looking around for any sign of the girl.
Hi-ya!
Follow the shouts and you'll find her. I grinned briefly as I saw Arya seemingly in the middle of practicing a series of motions, almost as if she was fighting an imaginary opponent. Perhaps now she was a perfect opportunity to surprise her a little. I snuck closer, making sure to make as little noise as possible before I reached a hand towards her shoulder. Arya! Feeling a hand on her shoulder, Arya erected. She grabbed hold of my hand and with a loud grunt shifted her weight, curling and tipping me over her shoulder. I didn't have the time to brace myself for the impact before I hit the ground like a sack of potatoes. No one sneaks up on the great Kunoichi, Arya! Oh, Taco Boy, I didn't realize it was you. I'm sorry, are you okay?
Alright, it's just the voice she gets.
Kunoichi, more like Tasmania Devil. That throat didn't have a shred of mercy in it.
There's no mercy in the ring, Taco Boy! Better that you learn that now than 2 weeks' time. Let me guess. You want to do some sparring, don't you?
I actually came here to ask you something, but I guess a little sparring wouldn't hurt.
Oh, what do you want to ask? We've got till afternoon and I could do with a bit of a break anyway.
Where to start? You used to take part in big and important matches in the past, right? Don't you ever get nervous before going into the ring?
Oh yeah, this one time I got so nervous I hid in the kitchen cupboards until my dad found me and dragged me into the car. Of course, I was like 8.
Well, obviously I can't go and hide for my match. Well, one of my friends made this stupid suggestion that I go and pray or something. Honestly, at this point, I'll do anything to calm my nerves a little.
Taco Boy, are you sure about this?
You mean the match? Of course I am. I've been practicing judo ever since I was old enough to walk. This is my chance to finally represent this country and this sport I love. Arya seemed to think for quite a long time, all the while tapping her jaw with a finger. Eventually, she snapped her fingers and grabbed tight hold of me. All right.
Oh no. Alright, I'll tell you the way to the shrine I know, but it's going to require more than a simple clap of your hands and bump of your head. You need to give something to the shrine, something of value.
I guess I'll have to think of something before we get there. Thanks, Senpai. I appreciate the help.
Oh, no, Taco Boy, I'm not going with you. I've got training to do. Besides, you've got to take the step by yourself. I can draw you a map and show you an easy way to get back here, but you'll be on your own.
You're not taking along? Not even for a little while?
Afraid so, Taco Boy. Let me just grab some paper. I'll draw that map for you.
After Arya's return, quick preparations were made.
Oh no, that's the wrong voice.
And I followed the directions noted down on the map. Surprisingly, it wasn't all that far. However, the hint on how to find my way back in case I got lost was a bit sketchy. Just look down and you'll be able to see the roof of the dojo from anywhere on the hill. The forest near the dojo is my first challenge to overcome. A narrow path coiled along the trees, and nearby was the river Ichikawa's sister had mentioned. I followed Arya's scribbles with a bit of skepticism, but after an hour or so, I finally arrived at the supposed legendary shrine. The shrine itself seemed surprisingly well maintained despite being in the middle of nowhere. It made me wonder if someone could be secretly living there, perhaps some secret martial arts master. The thought of a hermit living and hiding within the shrine in order to prepare himself for an upcoming battle between good and evil started to dwell in my mind. I guess it's too good to be true. I sighed in annoyance at the fact that, aside from the shrine itself, the grounds surrounded it seemed completely abandoned. There was no way anyone could be living here. For the time being, I decided to focus on the reason behind my visit. It only took a few moments before I gathered the courage to approach the building. Once inside, I found a rather fancy-looking altar of sorts at the back of the room. I guess this is the thing everyone's talking about. Silently, I folded up the map I'd been given. Putting it inside my bag, I approached the altar. I was kind of skeptical about the whole religious aspect, since I wasn't too sure if this was actually going to work. I don't even think luck will do me much good in a match like this. In my opinion, there wasn't any room for things like luck in martial arts. Judo is all about using the knowledge you have gained through training. Of course, a good amount of talent also helps. There was simply no room for something as superstitious as luck. Clearly, this was going to be a match where my experience and talent would be pushed to their limits. Nothing more and nothing less. Heh.
Oh crap, if you...
How curious. The boy doesn't believe in superstition, and yet he stands here surrounded by the very thing he denounces.
Upon hearing the voice, I looked around, trying to find the source, but there was no one to be seen. Who's there?
Quite the cliched question, but the right thing to ask is, where am I?
What are you talking about? Show yourself!
Not yet. Entertain me for a little while longer, would you? This is a place like no other. Why did you come here if you do not believe in things such as luck?
I came here to prepare myself.
Oh, do enlighten me about what this something might be that you're preparing yourself for.
I felt a little bit annoyed as the questions continued, but maybe if I kept talking to her, I'd be able to find out where she was hiding, where Shell was hiding. I'm preparing for a tournament, a judo match.
Judo? What might that be?
Seriously, you don't know what judo is? It's a highly skilled combat art.
Aha! So you're a warrior. Hesitant to go into battle and came here in hope of finding the resolve to fight.
I'm not sure about the warrior part.
How fortunate. It just so happens that there is need for one of your kind.
My kind?
A hero. This shrine brings fortune to heroes such as yourself. However, every great hero must sacrifice something in return.
Sounds like what the others mentioned. Your version sounds better, though. Laughing briefly at the story, I decided to play along and clap my hands together in prayer. So what's next? Do I offer up my allowance or something?
Don't be silly. Money is of a little importance to a hero. For you, the sacrifice will be something of much greater value. I will be looking forward to seeing what destiny has in store for you.
As if on cue, I began to feel nauseated at the moment the girl's words reached my ears, my head spinning wildly. Slowly, I staggered backwards, collapsing onto my back. As my vision grew blurry, the sound of approaching footsteps could be heard.
Good luck, hero. You're gonna need it.
Boobs! Despite my attempts to get back up, I keep changing my voice. All I managed was a brief look at the girl. The sight of horns and tail left many questions, but before I had a chance to utter even a single word, my consciousness succumbed to darkness.
More dots! Song of dots! All the dots! Rays of sunlight stirred me back to life. A groan of annoyance leaving my mouth while I tried to get back onto my feet. I felt a bit dizzy. The first thing I noticed was that I was no longer at the shrine. Instead, it looked like the forest near the dojo. Of course, my first thought was to look around to see if I could find the girl from before, but not a trace of her presence remained. To make things
even stranger, the path that I'd followed missed the trees seemed better maintained than I remembered. I should probably head home. The thought was cut short when the sound of several female voices could be heard nearby.
Alright, guys. We're gonna wait and see these female voices next time on Sakura Spirit. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please scroll on down, hit that subscribe button, hit that like, comment, write down a comment saying, Braeden, why your voices keep changing? I want to go, I don't know, I'm trying. So, show that support. Head over on Perfectly Calm Gaming. Check out those videos too. Camera's going a bit fuzzy, that's okay. So, everyone, this is the Nerd Onslaught signing off for today. I hope you guys really did enjoy this video. It's a series that hopefully will just keep us relatively calm. I'm going to figure out whether I'm going to go back to Axing Verge. I may have given up on it just because of what happened. But if you guys do want me to continue that game, let me know in the comments down below. So, see you guys in the next video. Peace!